Good morning, darlings. Third time lucky. I've just made a short video and I'm going to try for the third time. Didn't work. First, second time. So yesterday was the closing of the process of the 13th, Friday the 13th of November, when we had the mass killings in the Orange district of Paris, when the Eagles of Death, the American heavy metal group, played to an audience and so many people were shot. So I don't want to go into detail about that because it was all happening around the Republic, the area of the revolution, and it happened. We're going to be looking at what was going on in the sky. It was the killing of Scorpio just after a black moon. Just as we've had the black moon in Gemini air, we had a black moon in Libra, which is the Scorpion rises again as the eagle to carry the snake of wisdom, Libra, and this is what's being killed to bring up opposite. Uranus, CERN is going to be officially opened after 3 years on the 5th of July. And this news came out yesterday on the black moon. So in 2015, on the 11th month, 13th, let me show you what was happening in the sky, because you will understand everything going on right now. And this was the beginning of the Syria war, 2115, that's what they say. So we had that day in the constellation of Ophiuchus rising their 13th sign to kill Scorpio. Pluto was on Nunki, that I've covered all the events happening over Christmas. We had Venus on Nunki, so where's Pluto? There's Pluto, bang on the elbow of the archer, of the hunter, Sagittarius. Jupiter rules here, and Jupiter was in Leo, ending his year in Leo. We had Mars, aggressive Mars, conjunct to Venus in detriment. Venus is the ruler of Libra, and we just had the day before the events. So this is also, we had on the 11/11 Armistice Day, the 4 legs, the 1111. They're bringing up their 777, the 3 angles. This is the 4 angles, all for one and one for all. And so we had a black moon in Libra, ruled by Venus, in detriment. This is all the energy to bring up the Black Madonna, La Marianne. And we had Mercury conjunct to the Sun, so it's little Pan. And then for the event on the 13th, right in Scorpio, just in this fake constellation. Don't forget, this has all been manipulated through the manipulation of the calendars, the Gregorian and the Julian calendars, and they've created this sign that doesn't exist, this MC Orion, Omicron, the orange. So we had on the 14th of June, we had a strawberry full moon. So here's the strawberry full moon. We had on the 14th, 14 pieces of Osiris. Here's the moon, right where the moon was for the Bataclan killings, and the sun in Taurus to rise their king, Omicron, Api the bull god, Uranus, the horned one, and Mercury there as well then for G7, Mercury was on the bullseye, Aldebaran, and Venus just in this gap on Medusa. So in the fifth element at the Bataclan where the killings were, we had the big blue octopus Medusa singing. There's Venus on Medusa. And we had Mars and Jupiter, Martin in Pisces. Yeah, the dogs are not happy because I'm making them wait. So this is the round orange. This is the Bataclan. This is where the shootings were. And in the film, The Fifth Element, you've got this blue vegan monster rising up, the opera singer who sung Anything Blue. So, and that was from The Fifth Element. On the 14th of June, we had that strawberry full moon on that axis of Taurus bringing up their god. And if you find out about strawberries, so straw yellow, berry red makes orange, you will see that strawberry breeders have long believed that strawberry plants can have one or three reproductive functions, male, female, or hermaphrodite. Male plants bear flowers that produce pollen but cannot set fruit. Female plants produce fruit if their flowers are pollinated but cannot produce their own pollen. Hermaphrodites contain both male and female functions that enable them to flower, self-pollinate, and bear fruit. According to Lewis, strawberry farmers prefer these plants to be hermaphroditic, so they don't have to plant more than one kind of strawberry in the same field in order to have any fruit to harvest. So this popped up for me yesterday. I saw about the history of strawberries and how they were created, which basically is telling us everything about where we are now, a new gender class. Two genes are better than one. Lewis also found that gender in strawberries is determined by two genes instead of one, and that the different alleles of the genes tend to be inherited together or passed to the offspring in pairs as they exist in the parents. This means they are physically next to each other on the chromosome. The DNA map of the offspring shows the recombination, a process where chromosomes cross over and produce combinations of genes not found in the parents. This results in the presence of neuters, a gender class not taken into account by the conventional theory, neither male nor female in function. Neuters occur when the alleles containing male sterility and female sterility combine. Neuters physically look like females in that they flower and do not possess pollen. However, they do not produce fruit when pollinated. What we found is really quite extraordinary, says Lewis. Before, neuters were not thought of as a possible gender class in strawberry. Our discovery of neuters shows that two loci control gender expression, not one, which means that this strawberry represents a very early stage in the evolution of chromosomes controlling gender in all plants. So basically you can go and see that, but we had on the June 14th the strawberry moon, the final moon, full moon of spring, and also the year's biggest, brightest and best supermoon. And we had that, right, bringing up their lion, killing the goats, killing the Capricorn goat. So we've got Saturn just about to enter 11, the 11th sign. So the killings in Paris was on the 11th month, November, to kill in the 11th district, which is known as the orange. Red and yellow makes orange. It was all about orange danger. And we've got Pluto just here about to enter underneath Altair, the phoenix rising there, fake phoenix. And right, so let's come remember my article. So here we go. I showed you. So this is all about the orange, and in it we've got the Joker. So rising the Joker. This is the magical. We've got the meter. We're right at that cross right now. X marks the cross. 369 bringing in. We're at that point right in the middle of the meter of the sun and the moon. So I've just done all this. I've just done it all. So it's always difficult to do it a second time. So 17, that was just, I did this article just after the first crossover of the total solar eclipse. That was on August the 21st. And you see here, this is an old article from 2017. August the 21st, American Ultra, and there is CERN. You've got Callie, what she called the other Callie, and the other name of the female. So on mainstream, this new moon black moon that we had yesterday was, they say it was in Cancer, and they're opening on the 5th of July, CERN. So it's, yeah, this is bringing up, this is their Callie. So here she is, Callie, Shiva. They've got in front of CERN, they've got Shiva. Let's put Shiva, CERN. So there she is, always one leg up, and she is right in front of CERN. So coming back to the Bataclan event, so it was just after a new black moon in Libra on the 111, all for one, one for all, 14. The strawberry full moon was on the 14th of June. And we had Mars and Venus in Virgo. I've shown you that. We had Uranus right where Mars is now. So Mars is right now in the middle of that V. And Uranus was right at the beginning of the V then. Neptune was retrograde in the 11th house, right on the true third eye for the Bataclan events. And, yep, coming back to my article. So I'm going backwards from the last little video I just showed you, but it was, you know, this was all bang on. Hermes, orange, that's Mercury, and the gingerbread man, stealing our innocence, our hearts, the genderbread person, identity, attraction, the one gender. There you've got the new PV code, the one gingerbread, and that Prince and the Revolution, Mars, Venus with Mercury becoming one. So this was all the kiss of Judas, betrayal. This is the story of Scorpio. That was the Bataclan, it was all betrayed. And there is the Eagles of Death, played the kiss of death for the shooting. It was opening on the kiss of death that the shooting began in the 11th district of the Orange area of Paris on the 13th of November. Clockwork Orange, mind control. So this is all about taking the female reproductive organs. Mars rules Scorpio and Aries. Currently we've got the head of the snake in Aries, and in another 9 years it will be properly in Libra, making that joining of Scorpio and Libra where the full moon was for this Bataclan events, and for the full moon, strawberry full moon on the 14th of June. And we had, for the announcement of all this, was on the black moon in Gemini, Taurus, rising there, God, opposites. Merlion, Asia, Merlion, killing the true sea goat and bringing up their sea lion, which I've showed you in all the videos in Asia. So killing the female reproductive, bringing in their horned wild god, the Baphomet. So this is, you know, this is Mars with Mercury and Jupiter using the dark side of Venus in Virgo, and currently Venus is just entering Taurus. Mercury was on Aldebaran for G7 in the Bavarian Mountains. So this article was all about orange and purple. Orange is the new black. Oranges represent mafia, the Godfather, Clockwork Orange, the Eagles, Hermes, Mercury, taking over the DNA strands, taking over the fertility as the green god. Burning Man has always been about raising Cernunnos. And there is the Phoenix. So all Uno's recent videos, the Goat of Kiev, Fire and Fury is all about that Phoenix. And then CERN. I've got it open here. CERN. CERN is about to get launched on the 5th. And Damascus, so the opening for this was the setting up, the spillover of the Syrian civil war, November, part of the terrorism in Europe and the spillover of the Syrian civil war. So it was, you know, they had one in Saint Denis. This is the big, it's the big cathedral, Saint Denis, which is on the line that they want to make for Paris. The death of, so there's the Bataclan theatre. So this is it. It's on the Boulevard Voltaire, V for Victory, Voltaire. Uranus, Sudden Shocks was just on the V for Voltaire. 1864, When I'm 64. I mean, there'll be so much more to go into. So 2 of the Paris attackers were Iraqis, but most were born in France or Belgium, had fought in Syria. Right, so now we've got... Okay, the opening of the tunnel of CERN, which we all know. So we've got the fighter planes. This is all to take the European mountains, Switzerland, the mountain goat, the peak, the cap, the top, because Jupiter doesn't have is fire and ice. He's not earth and air. So you've got the orange, you've got the yellow, red and orange and all the blue for the little blue boy, the UN coming in, and they're trying to get up that mountain. You've got the black hole. And here is Cernunnos taking over fertility. The alchemical wedding, you've got everybody in there. The shaman, so, and the Beatles. The dung beetle. into the underworld, into the virtual reality. We've got the trumpet. 5 is the trumpet that is just the our soul. The tick-tock. And the penguin is white and black, the feminine axis. So we had North-South node in Virgo and Pisces, where they will be again in 2025. They're going to stop CERN in 2025. So we've got 3 years it was stopped and 3 years that they're going to start it again. And then they're going to stop it again from 25 to 27 for the Twin Peaks. And that it stopped at 9/11. So it's the trains, the tunnels, the children. This is Uno's video on CERN. 666 is 216, the summer solstice, crowning their god on the summer solstice. The sun moves 1 degree every 72 years. 3 times 72 is 216. 666 is also 999. Cancer is 69. Capricorn is 96. And it makes the 8 meter. And, you know, all this is going to be set off with the optic fiber. The optic fiber is going to be set off on the same time. I had that dream here in my village of, you know, that energy of being sucked, having to hold yourself in place, wheels within wheels. Ezekiel. So 4th of July, and it's going to be opened on the 5th or the 4th of July. I've just read on the 5th of July. So, you know, it's all coming. Dark matter is thought to be 5 times more prevalent than ordinary matter, but does not absorb, reflect, or emit light. So somebody was speaking about a book that's just come out saying called Supernatural. I looked it up. The book came out on Halloween. It came out in 2017 when Mars was on Spica, something like that. I looked it up, and you know, I showed you the video of Cyrano Supernature. This is the book, Becoming Supernatural. So there you've got the tails, the whale, the tails whale, and you've got the Caduceus, which is this merging into the singularity. He's called Joe Dispenza. So this book came out October the 31st, 2017. 2017, October the 31st. October the 31st, and we had Venus on Spica in detriment again. So sterilization of the fallopian tubes. Scorpio is the sexual organs, and Virgo is the fallopian tubes. I've showed you Omaha Beach. Normandy, D-Day is also the fertility tubes in New Zealand. The beach is in the shape of her fertility tubes. Ophiuchus. So the symbol, this is the 13th sign, Ophiuchus, the upside down A, killing the Milky Way. There is the strawberry, red and yellow, bringing up Taurus, and he is taking over the job of Chiron as the true healer, the serpent bearer, and there he is standing on Scorpio, killing Scorpio. This event was Friday the 13th, Friday Venus. And this is also important. Saturn had just entered Scorpio for the event, and now Saturn is just entering the goat Capricorn. Discs that we just saw in the opening of CERN. The sun seems to be in Ophiuchus, Gemini, Taurus. This is what they're bringing up. So when Earth is in Gemini and Taurus, the sun is in Ophiuchus. So don't miss the live stream of the launch of Run 3 on the 5th of July. After more than 3 years of a long shutdown, the physics season will start. The 10th anniversary, say 10, and we've got 13.6, which is pi, a breaking new energy world record of 13.6. 3 degrees. 5th of July at 4 p.m. So we've stopped looking at this event. We've seen everything here. Had Mercury for, and that was not the event. Let's just finish looking at that. 15, 11, 13, 21. So, you know, I mean, there is Saturn just entered into Scorpio, so female water, and now it's just about to enter from Capricorn. Saturn is retrograding and will go into masculine air, just as we've got the tail of the snake now in Libra. We've got the tail now in Libra. And I think I opened... So for the 13th Bataclan, we had the head of the snake in Virgo, we had the tail in Pisces, and we're going to have for 2025 the head in Pisces and the tail down here. So this is the gap going from Pisces to Aquarius, and this is masculine air, red, and Jupiter was still in Leo. Babylon, the lion, fire, yellow to make the strawberry. So this is the fertility axis, the feminine, immature axis, Pisces, mutable water, earth, the fallopian tubes, the fertility. And Pluto was on that noon key, putting that arrow straight into Scorpio, and the moon on Antares. The black moon just moved away from Libra. This is the head of the snake is currently here. The tail is currently here, right on this axis between the both. And in 9 years, the head will be up here, and that is the true rising of Isis. So this is all the killing. Damascus, the dam, Notre Dame, fell, and the rising of the mad Donna. Mad is just dam, back to front. So let's move to now, and we go to the 5th of July. The 5th of July. We're going to have Jupiter just entering into Cetus, the unconscious collective, the beast of Levi. Mars will just be in the last degrees right under that eye, Sheraton, the eye of Aries. We'll have Venus right on top of Aldebaran, the bullseye, and we're going to have Mercury right on the wand of Merlin, and the Sun right on Syria. So, I mean, it's all astrology. And the moon will have just entered Virgo. So the sun is in Gemini, so we're going to have a full moon then. We're going to have a full moon Wednesday morning, July the 13th. July the 13th, so this is all part of it. July the 13th, we've got a full moon on Nunki. Boom. Bang. Right on that elbow again. So July on mainstream astrology, that will be Cancer, Kali, Gemini, and Mercury coming up. So and then on the 14th. And so we've got, you know, July is a very big month. July is going to be, I've spoken to you about the 7-7. Okay, let's go back to that full moon, the 13th. And then we've got Bastille Day on the 14th in France. Bastille Day, to where all this went on, the killings in France. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this here. You can come and see the article I did. The Bataclan is the name of the place where the Eagles of Death played. And we've got CERN. I've explained the strawberries, the end of fertility. Come and see Uno's videos. He's bang on for every single one. And this one, the goat of Kiev, which I didn't look into with you because I find out everything. So this is obviously some film. Injures 40 soldiers, all for one and one for all. Meet the goat of Kiev. So Kiev, it's the key, it's Chiron. Chiron, this is the Cairo. Chiron, we're coming up to the end of the cycle of Chiron. He was discovered officially in 1977. So here is the key. We want to see the key now. So I should have, let's see, the summer solstice, 21st of June 2022. So now Chiron, the key, Kiev, V, key, V is 5. So the key is currently next to Eris and Mars. And the Chiron was discovered, it's taken him exactly the cycle 49 to 51 years to mate. So this is the ending, this is the Cairo. This is, and Chiron is the true Sagittarius healer, Chiron. So they're creating this, their fake green man god, when the true wounded healer is Chiron, Sagittarius, Chiron. Images. So you see, this is Chiron. This is the key. It's the key, and Kiev, and the Cairo. The Cairo is the Pisces. It's that moment, the sword in the stone, where we are now, as the key is in Pisces. It's ending its Pisces. It's going to move into Aries in the next, probably for 2025, when they shut CERN again. Okay, so I think, you know, it's always difficult to do a video 3 times, and I am just waking up, but it is really important. It's massive news in France, if I stick onto, it's all here, the process, 13th of November, process, it's all the closing right now to take over the fertility, the female fertility, and to make us all into strawberry fields forever, a new gender class, so I'll add this. Okay, my darlings, I love you very much. That was just a quick video, all very important. Talk to you soon. Bye.